the normal things. An accountant is going to line up everything that you actually need in order to move clearly and efficiently with them. But there's also an onus on you. And the onus on you is recognizing that at the end of the day, uh, how you choose your tax preparer is very important. Just in the case that if the IRS actually identifies that a preparer is not filing returns appropriately, that can how it can actually come back and affect you. And you don't want that to be the case. So I've actually had a number of issues with accountants over the past year. And I believe I was doing a good job in my screening, but there were just certain things that I was missing. And it's the things that were missing that actually ended up costing me, that cost me more than I essentially wanted to recognize until I was essentially just in a rough position. So I've actually put together a system that not only helps identify and screen potential candidates for the accounting position, but also when you're bringing someone on your team, how do you make sure that you can establish a relationship that meets your expectations from the beginning to the end? And I put a specific system together for that. But before I get to that, I want to explain why that is an important thing to have. And if you haven't thought about it before, from my experience, I want to teach and explain to you what I've actually had to go through with some of the relationships I've had with accountants in the past and what it's cost me. And having this system that I have now, what it would have saved me if I had it when I experienced the issue, or even before I experienced the issue, because it would have saved me a lot of money and a lot of time. So I'm going to start putting those pieces together. But again, I don't want to overwhelm you. I just wanted to let you know that an accountant is an important person to have on your team. I've had a number of different accountants, and I have a list of accountants that I actually do work with. And I also love getting educated on the topic. So I use software, I read books, I do whatever I can to just get better at the topic myself. But the system itself, the system that I'm going to explain to you, I believe is really going to open your eyes to not only how do you deal with accountants, but how do you actually establish relationships with professionals and make sure that you actually get the expectations that you want at the end. So I encourage you to listen on to hear what I had to say about some of the horror stories that I've had, but how I've been able to actually turn those around and put the system together, because the system would not have come without some of the heartaches that I've actually had in dealing with various professionals. And again, I believe I've incorporated dealing with contractors, dealing with accountants, dealing with a number of different professionals with this system. So don't think that this just applies for accountants. It could apply for any professional you're working with, but I believe it's a good foundation to actually have in place. So I appreciate you tuning in, and I can't wait to share more with you about what my experiences were and how this system actually helps me out now. So stay tuned, more to come on that. All right, bye.